everyone, and welcome to DCM, Doritos Connections, and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game talk show. I am your host, Howard.
I'm your host, David.
Let's start off with the news. Oh wait, we can! It's Summer Games Fest.
Oh boy!
That
what
means...
what cool new announcements do we have for Summer Game Fest?
Bruh.
Is it games?
I would hope it's games, because that implies that there's more. They're showing off more than one game.
If
it's Summer Game Fest,
I think
that's
it
cringe.
might be Summer Game Fest, game singular.
Oh well, they're stupid.
Well, you know it kind of tracks for this year, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah. So I have the full list. Note, I had this on in the background, and it was a thing. But let's start off with some positives. Prince of Persia Lost Crown, which is a Metroidvania Prince of Persia style game that didn't look that bad.
I mean, when's the last time we got a new Prince of Persia game?
The movie tie-in in like 2009 or something.
Yeah, so it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's kind of on board for a Prince of Persia game. I know I am.
Yeah, and his redesign looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we get one of the big ones out of the way. Mortal Kombat 1, the gameplay trailer, which half of it was a cutscene.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put this, but I really don't see how this couldn't have been just a major update to 11. Because a lot of people's like, oh, dude, they reinvented the fighting game, the fighting mechanics. Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5 both did a thing where they took the core mechanics, then added new mechanics on top of the old one. And that's what Mortal Kombat 1 just kind of looks like to me. So I don't know why this couldn't have just been a paid update for 11.
So the thing is, the game is not out.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna know exactly how they've tweaked the fighting system, aside from the cameo fighters,
Yeah.
until we actually get our hands on the game and play it. That's
True.
how I see it. I mean, surface level, just seeing gameplay, yeah, it looks like the last couple of Mortal Kombat games. And
Yeah.
the only difference being the cameo fighters, which don't add a whole lot to the system by itself. But I think once we get our hands on the game and we go through the tutorials and actually see what the gameplay is like is when we'll start to see some of the new things they've added.
Yeah, which, I mean, I understand that, but and I could agree with that, but the issue is this was like the Super Bowl of video games, of them like hyping this up. It's like, dude, Mortal Kombat. First of all, terrible title. Second of all, unless they announce that there's some extra modes, it's just gonna be the same as 11, and 10, and Injustice 1, and Injustice 2, where it's just mid-story versus online done. So it's kind of burnout considering there's Tekken 8 coming out this year. Street Fighter 6 is just came out, and it's already doing more than Street Fighter 5. Like, it's just, I was really hoping they'd do something other than game that artistically looks the same, combat that on surface level looks similar enough where you could have just made it like a mechanic update like they did in other fighting games. So I'm just kind of disappointed. I like the assist system. I like the tag system. I think that's cool. I was just hoping for more.
Yeah.
And
we'll see when it comes out, but right now, Mortal Kombat 1 just looks fine.
Yeah.
Just fine. Not bad, not good, just it looks like a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, which is really funny because you saw the trailer for Tekken 8, you saw the trailer for Street Fighter 6, and you go, whoa! Meanwhile, Mortal Kombat 1, we just went,
yeah. And Mortal Kombat's the fighting game series I like the most out of the three biggest ones.
Yeah, that's my issue, is it didn't have the pizzazz.
Yeah.
In fact, instead it just has weird multiverse, and then that's it.
Also, I don't like young Raiden. He feels weird to me.
You know?
Not a fan.
Nope. Yeah. Little weird. So we got Path of Exile 2. Didn't play the first one. They're adding Capcom has a dinosaur hunting game in the future called Exoprimal, and it's going to get a Mecha Guile and a Mecha Ryu as characters.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's really funny.
Is that game out?
I don't know.
Because I remember that getting announced and then no one talked about it afterwards.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know, to be honest.
All right.
They showed off that Dead by Daylight Nicolas Cage trailer from like a week and a half ago.
Which I don't know if you saw. Did you see his quote about it?
Yeah, how he thinks he's walking to a movie set.
No, it wasn't that. He was like, it was something along the lines of like, yeah, if you play as me, I hope you know we are one.
There is no negative to Nicolas Cage.
There really is not a
there is
single
no
bad thing.
Negative to him that I have found yet. God, what a saint. They showed off a trailer for the next season of The Witcher, the show, at the Game Fest. It's better than the Black Adam trailer from last year.
Oh, did we really get a Black Adam trailer last year?
Yep.
Ugh.
Witchfire, forgot about that one already.
Witchfire has been in development for like 10 years.
Got a trailer.
That got announced when we were in high school.
Well, got a trailer, dude. There's also a new Crossfire game after the last one's server shut down, so that seems weird to me. Remnant 2, okay, whatever. Oh, here we go. Sonic Superstar, the 4-player co-op side-scroller with music done by DCM Award winner T. Lopes.
Oh, very nice.
Looks fun.
It does look like a lot of fun.
Looks like and apparently there's no returning stages, so the first level is in Green Hill Zone.
God bless. How long has it been since we got a Sonic game that didn't have Green Hill?
Sonic Arrows?
Oh, God. Well, hold on.
I'm trying to think.
Was Green Hill in Sonic 06?
Hold on. Why would you ask me that? That implies that I would have played Sonic 06.
Fair.
I do have a copy of it, by the way. I just never touched it.
I don't think it is.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. Is there Green Hill Zone in Sonic Colors?
I never played Sonic Colors. But I know it's in Generations, which is after Colors.
Generations ain't even canon anymore, bruh. Sonic Forces changed it.
I guess it maybe Colors. Lost World? Was it in Lost World?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So probably Colors. Probably.
It's been a solid 10 years of Green Hill Zone. Solid 10 years. It's kind of cringe, but I think that's really cool. I think it's really. I mean, they kind of made their own, like, was it New Super Mario Bros. But with Sonic? And
more or less.
I think that's a neat idea. Yeah. Instead of getting, especially since the last Sonic game was placed completely differently than this.
Yeah.
It's like if Sonic Mania was more of a party game.
Mm-hmm.
There was this game that Jeff, whatever his name is, said was the future of gaming. It's called Honkai Star Railer, and the only note I have here is just anime garbage.
Oh, that's the game from the same people who do Genshin Impact.
Oh, dude, I was so right. Anime garbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
The future of gaming.
The future.
Did you say Hanukkah?
Yeah, because I thought I had a U there.
Okay.
So I thought it was Hanukkah or Hanukai.
Hanukkah. I'm gonna start calling it that. It's not Honkai. It's Hanukkah Star Rail.
Exactly. Lies of P, the Pinocchio Dark Souls game.
Excuse me?
Oh my God, have you not heard of this?
No.
There's a Soulsborne game where apparently it's like this wooden boy in like what looks like Yharnam, from Bloodborne. But like, French themed. And like the blue fairy touches a butterfly on a doll and he just draws a sword and fights dudes. I think it's a Soulsborne.
Okay.
I think.
You know what? As someone who's not big on Souls games, day one for me.
You can get the demo right
now. Oh, I know what I'm doing when I get home after this.
All right. So this next game was actually the first one that interested me. The manga Sandland is getting a game.
I heard about this.
Which, if you don't know what it is, it's the last original thing Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball and artist of Dragon Quest. That's like the last original IP he ever made. It was a short series about like, Mad Max style dystopian little, gremlin looking dudes just trying to survive. And I think it's interesting that, 15 years later, it's getting a video game. I think it's also getting an anime adaptation.
Okay.
So I think that's, that was kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And then immediately after the Annapurna Interactive showcase, they showed an ad for someone else's showcase.
What?
Yeah, the people who made Stray and like
Yeah.
a bunch of other games, and like Neon White, the publishers for that. They just showed off a trailer saying this publisher's showcase is happening in a couple weeks. And I
okay.
just went, why is that here?
All right. Interesting.
Warhaven, free, which whatever. Party Animals kind of looks. It was like some game that kind of is like.
Oh, that we've seen that.
Yeah, we saw
before.
that last year. I think it
Yeah.
finally got a release date.
Okay.
Dying Light 2 is getting an update.
Cool.
They showed another trailer for Crash Rumble or whatever, which is a game that I don't think anyone cares about. So much so that Activision fired every single artist the moment they were done with pre-production.
Oops.
Oh, yep. Oh, here's a big Alan Wake gameplay. Okay. I love Alan Wake, but I'll be the first to say it. The gameplay in the first game blows. It blows. It's really clunky.
Never played it, wouldn't know.
It's really floaty, because essentially here's the gameplay, all right? It's a survival horror game, Stephen King based, and to beat the enemies, they're called the Darkness or something like that. And essentially, it's like a demon formed from the darkness. How do you beat it? You shine a flashlight on it until like a little ring disappears, and then you shoot him. Ad nauseum, rinse and repeat, and you get like a dodge button. I'm gonna be totally honest. For the sequel, it just looks like they just took that gameplay mechanic and just shoved it into the RE4 engine and then just went, we're done. So imagine RE4, but before you could kill anyone, you have to shine a flashlight on them until it says, okay, you can kill them now.
All right.
So,
That sounds
looks
not.
fine.
Yeah.
Looks fine.
Yeah.
I
I don't know how well that's gonna hold up for a whole game.
mean, that was the issue with the first game. You get sick. I mean, I got sick. I love Alan Wake, but I got sick of the gameplay halfway through, and I was just like, all right, let's.
And it's a short game too, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the main issue with the first Alan Wake. And
Okay.
yeah, so I don't know why. I don't know why they also thought the gameplay was good enough to have a spin-off that was just a horde mode.
Oh, was that American Nightmare?
Yeah, it had like a 3-hour campaign, and it had a horde mode. But yeah, I mean, it looks beautiful though.
Yeah.
It looks really good, visual-wise. Warhammer Space Marine 2, which since Dave's now getting into Warhammer, he'll appreciate this.
Yeah, I've played Bolt Gun, and that's it. That's my only.
See, he plays a Marine in Bolt Gun, so you'll
Yeah,
play.
and actually, apparently, like, Bolt Gun is kind of a soft sequel to the first Space Marine or something. I heard. Like it's got a lot of the same like characters or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
but
I don't know enough about Warhammer to know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm just repeating what I've heard from other people online.
yeah, most plots that involve the Space Marines are just the same thing
Yeah.
over and over and over and over again. Yes, Your Grace is getting, I think, a sequel. Oh, yeah, Toxic Commanders. Okay,
Toxic Commander or Crusaders?
I think it's it's the John Carpenter game. Is it?
Oh no, never mind.
Okay, so John Carpenter's making a game
Yep,
called Toxic Commanders.
I was really on board.
It's a Left 4 Dead clone.
Not on board.
Also, it looks like really bad. It's really funny how like the only decent Left 4 Dead clone at this point is literally the World War Z game.
Oh god, I forgot that game existed.
And it's a solid game. That's the funny thing, is it's pretty solid, but like Back 4 Blood,
Nope.
and now we're getting another one that looks
The same.
the same. There was
here's the thing.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's name is on it. exactly how much input does he have on the game? That's the question that we should be asking. How much is John Carpenter actually doing for this game?
No idea. We have no idea. No idea at all. I wish I could tell you.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Because that I think is going to make or break the game.
Yeah,
depending on how much input he has.
If he has so much input that he takes a step and goes redo, maybe we could get a decent Left 4 Dead clone.
Maybe.
It just kind of looks drab, old.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look that good. Oh, this is a funny one. So they talked about Spider-Man 2, and they got one of the people who was making it. And I walked into this because again I had it on in the background.
I think it was the director of the game.
Director of the game.
Not just the guy, one of the guys making it was the director.
Okay. I didn't see him walk on. I just saw him there. So I thought, oh, dude, they're showing off another trailer, bro. That's so cool. I looked it up on my phone once he walked off stage. There was no trailer.
It was just some concept art and a release date.
Two concept arts.
Excuse me, 2 pieces of concept
A release date and the box art.
Oh, and all the pre-order and digital deluxe edition bonuses. Can't forget those.
Which, again, okay, I saw people say, dude, goated box art. It's so bland.
It's the same as the first one, except now there's Miles.
Yeah, dude, it's just him on the cover.
Listen, I get it.
You like Spider-Man.
No, it's not even that. The last 2 have been really good games. I'm sure this one will be good too. But that doesn't mean you have to like just lick the boots of everything involved with Insomniac Spider-Man. Yes, I'm sure it'll be good. You can say the artwork looks bad. It's okay. It's allowed.
Dude, imagine like they made a new Mario Bros. Game and it's just Mario T-posing and people go, dude, oh, goated box art, goated box art, oh God. It's like, bro.
And also,
it's just a dude on a screen.
They announced that Tony Todd is voicing Venom, but we kind of knew that already.
Yeah.
And also they announced that it's not Eddie Brock as Venom, which like if you played the first game, you would kind of already know that.
Listen, dude. Jason Todd isn't the Arkham Knight. Calm down. Jason Todd isn't the Arkham Knight.
I'm out of here.
But yeah, so wait, I'm sorry, I don't remember. So who was supposed to be implied to be Venom again?
Because it's, I think, Harry Osborn.
Oh, okay.
Because there's the thing.
Because people were spreading misinformation saying it's Kraven, and I'm like, I'd really hope it's not.
Stupid.
Because I remember in the first game, like, I don't think there was any signs of Kraven even mentioned.
Because there's the after credits scene in the first game where, like, Norman goes to see Harry's weird body because he's got some sickness that has not been divulged, and he reaches a hand out, and some weird black goo kind of reaches a hand out as well.
Yeah, I also...
It's like, oh, it's the symbiote. They're going to do Venom next time.
Yeah, I also remember in the extended thing, they kept talking about, like Harry kept talking about studying some alien life form when you did, like, some of the side labs.
I don't remember.
That's
all the side missions in that game blended together
Oh, yeah, because they're all really forgettable.
There's so many, too.
Oh, yeah, also they announced that they're getting rid of that radio tower frequency minigame.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which I posted a banger tweet on Twitter of, what was it? Great day for people who couldn't pass kindergarten. Yeah. Oh, okay. Black Desert Online's getting an expansion. Who cares? Pow World, which is an open world RPG Pokemon game. Where literally a lot of the designs look like rip-off Pokemon, but they have guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Doesn't look good, but like it's wild. They're making a Lord of the Rings game about the dwarves going back to Moria to rebuild it. So we got literally Lord of the Rings Minecraft. There's a Final Fantasy mobile game. I'm sorry, a Final Fantasy VII mobile game that's like, we don't know about Sephiroth. And I'm like, guys, we know everything there is to know about Sephiroth. He has PTSD and mommy issues and also the devil, all right? Like, just, we're done. I'm sick of Sephiroth, all right? He's okay as a villain. He wasn't even the main villain in his game. It was his mom. Why did they just...
Whoa. Spoilers, Howard. I haven't played the game.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I should have... what's the rule? 10 years? I should have spoiled this for you in 2007 before we ever met. I should have just sent you an email. Hey, did you know Sephiroth was not the best?
Did you know?
Sephiroth was not the main villain in the end. It was his mom. And then Sephiroth's like, sorry, Mom. And then he did the Dragon Ball Z fusion.
Okay.
And then became a god for like 3 seconds
Cool.
and you kill him.
Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny part was, Jeff, whatever his name is. I keep forgetting because I want to say Neely, but it's not.
It's Kylie.
It's Kylie.
Or I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Kylie Keeley.
I think it might be Keeley.
Okay,
Jeff Keeley.
Jeff Keeley said, and speaking of Final Fantasy VII news, and everyone,
Woo!
yeah, and which everyone knew that the 7 announcement was going to be at Summer Games Fest because Square Enix just straight up said it because like, it's going to be in one of the events this week, and the only ones were Microsoft and Summer Game Fest. So you don't have to be, don't have to be smarter than a 5th grader for that one. But so he and everyone started cheering, and he goes, "Not yet, no. Enter this promo code for DoorDash to win a collector's edition of Final Fantasy 16."
Ooh. I'm only doing that because that's exactly what happened during the event itself.
So funny. Unironically.
That's the only thing I actually saw from the event. I didn't watch the actual thing.
So yeah, that was funny. They showed off footage of the new Like a Dragon game, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the Man with No Name, a spin-off about what happened to Kiryu, I guess in between, I think 6 and... I don't know if it's between 6 and 7 or 7 and 8. I don't know. But that's happening, so that's cool. New COD Warzone season.
Whoa! I love Call of Duty.
Whoa! They made a limited edition Porsche Xbox Series X for the new Forza game coming out.
Okay.
I know, we really need to know that.
All right.
Fae Farms, it's just a farming game, looks cute. They had a huge thing for a Marvel Snap update.
Whoa! I mean, I've heard Marvel Snaps. It is supposed to be good.
Yeah.
I don't care though.
Yeah, we an update where they didn't show anything. They just walked up on
nice.
stage and talked about how good it was.
Cool.
Some weird King Arthur mobile game. They're adding a map editor to Fortnite or something.
I thought they already had that.
Something, I don't know, dude. It just says, the note here just screams in all caps Fortnite editor.
Okay.
A space crafting game, a Star Trek game, which they showed a promotional teaser. It was not the full trailer. They said they'd show the trailer later.
Okay.
The Twisted Metal trailer, which doesn't look good. Not the game.
I
Twisted
haven't
Metal,
even
the
seen
show.
it. I haven't even seen it yet. But I've seen so many times in like my Twitter feed, like, oh, people are not happy about Twisted Metal.
Okay, here, let me explain this to you. Okay, first of all, they've still not shown a fight in a car.
No.
All right, so Sweet Tooth fights John Doe in a casino.
Yes.
And as Sweet Tooth smashes John Doe's face into a casino, with terrible choreography, mind you, it looks so fake. It kind of just looks like he kind of just goes, right into a casino machine, and hard cuts to like Anthony Mackie's face on like a broken, bloodied casino machine. And I'm like, that didn't look good at all. And then Sweet Tooth starts singing the thong song. And then Anthony Mackie starts singing with them. And they stop fighting because they know the thong song.
Okay. All right. Are we gonna have to review this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When does it come out? Do we know?
Like a month or 2. Yeah.
Wait, what is it on?
Peacock?
I ain't getting Peacock for Twisted Metal.
Looks like you're gonna have to come over and watch it.
Oh.
It's for the show, Dave. We still have to watch Angry Birds.
Oh God, we do. That's right.
There's EA's having some crappy wizard game called Immortals of Avenum, where they just say weird keywords from the game and it doesn't make sense. It's like, Galacto is using the magic doofle smarts and we have to go protect the magical land of Ganonpoop, and I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't look good at all. Also, it said EA on it, and it's also a magic first-person shooter, so it's trash. And then they ended with the two biggest announcements. In all caps, Fortnite Transformer, where Optimus Prime gives you makes a mini-me of himself, and the robot flosses, and I'm like, cool.
And I have to mention, I mentioned this to Howard off before. I find it hilarious that our best look at Optimus Primal's robot form, not the gorilla form, the actual like humanoid robot form, our best look at that, outside of going to see the actual movie, is a goddamn Fortnite render. We have not seen a better picture of him outside of a Fortnite render. Maybe if you like bought the toy, maybe it'll be on the packaging. But even then, our best look is a Fortnite render. How did we get to this point?
Well, maybe it's the fact that they keep showing the same one trailer for 9 months.
I know.
Because they're trying to hide the fact that, you know, I actually have no idea what they're trying to hide, to be totally honest.
I mean, we know Unicron's in the movie. He's in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're hiding.
Do they know?
Do they know?
Do they know? And to top it all off, Final Fantasy Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, the thing we all knew was going to happen, got a trailer. Part 2 of, I think, 3.
Oh, that's right. These are 3 parts now.
Yep. You know, one for each disc, but this one's actually on 2 discs, which this is the first game in a while to actually be on 2 discs.
Yeah, I don't know. When was the last one?
A major game? No idea. No idea.
The only one I know off the top of my head is Wolfenstein: The New Order, but that was only for the 360 PS3 version. So I don't know.
Yeah, because most people are lazy and they.
Oh no! Last of Us Part 2.
Huh.
Last of Us Part 2 had an install disc, then the actual game disc.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, but yeah, that was Summer Game F.
Yeah, no, that was terrible. There was nothing.
So boring.
I'm
bland.
glad I didn't watch it.
Dude, I had it on.
I would have been so upset.
I had it on in the background and I thought it was horrendous. I was editing stuff in the background and it was bad. I would glance over and be bored. Like, this is... Now, I'm not trying to, like, crap on these games, but, like, nothing here was, like, interesting or stand out. Or, like, I mean, the highlights for me was, like, what? Sonic, Alan Wake gameplay, and the Sandland game. That's it.
Not Optimus Prime in Fortnite?
Oh, I forgot, like, a Dragon Gaiden. But, like, you get the point. But, yeah, that was...
Nothing. It was nothing.
Literally nothing. But don't worry, Dave. We're not stopping. Train keeps it rolling. We got Microsoft's real quick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is a twofer. I lied. I didn't tell you. I'm sorry. All right, so we got Microsoft, which happened like 2 days later. We'll also do that one. Digital Devolver also had one. It was very brief. They brought back an old Sega Saturn game or something. They had
very nice.
They had Shadows of the Damned remastered. They're making a sequel to Humans Fall Flat and a sequel to the Talos Principle. And honestly, for a thing so short, I'd probably give it a B. There was enough good. I mean, like honestly, it was like essentially like a couple game announcements. It was pretty solid.
Didn't we know about those previously?
I think Shadows of the Damned was leaked.
Shadows of the Damned was the only one I didn't know. But I thought we knew about Human Fall Flat and Talos Principle like a couple weeks ago. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I forget, but I thought it was still nice.
Okay.
Though. I thought it was still fine. I totally didn't know. All I know is I just saw the brief 15-minute.
Yeah.
Which it was like literally 15 minutes where they just showed it and went, that's nice. But Microsoft, they started out strong with Fable, a cutscene, and if we remember,
And it's a remake of the first one, correct?
a remake
Okay.
of the first one because every sequel got canceled in development. But however, I don't trust Microsoft when they only show cutscenes. Because Dave, do you remember the last game that they announced, which only had cutscenes? I'll tell you, it's the Perfect Dark remake, which is in development hell right now.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
that
announced
sounds good.
3 years ago, I think. 2 or 3 years ago. And nothing's seen since then. So I'll believe it when I see it, but I also don't think Fable's that great anyway. I mean, it's not. It's like.
I never played any Fable games.
All right, imagine a lazy man's way of crafting an RPG where he likes the aesthetics more than the actual game. That's
that
what
sounds
Fable
about
is.
right. Yeah.
Because he's like, dude, when your character ages, so does the tree. And it's like, how do you do spells in combat? It's the same button. Now, what? You just tap it fast for melee and hold it for spell. And I'm like, that is the worst game decision I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
And I think the final boss of 2, you can just one-shot him.
Oh, very nice.
Like, no matter what the build is.
Jesus.
Because it was a joke final boss because he was too lazy to make a real final boss or something. I played these games when they're out a long time ago. They do not hold up well at all.
Well, now that's why they're remaking the first.
Oh yeah, they're remaking because that's what we really need, a remake to a game that came out in 2004.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting to that point. A game that you can play right now on your Series X, all 3 of them, without any issues. But we really needed to remake it. We then get a look at Star Wars Outlaws, an open-world Ubisoft game, which I immediately just stopped caring when I heard that phrase.
Listen. As the self-proclaimed resident Star Wars boy of this show,
I'm so sorry.
it looks fine. I didn't even know they had gameplay of it until today. I only saw the CG trailer. And I'm like, wow, this looks fine. And then I finally actually saw the gameplay today, and I'm like, wow, this looks fine. It looks like an open world Ubisoft game, except it's Star Wars now. You get to ride on speeders, and that's cool.
Oh yeah, you know
I
why
like
you have
that.
to. You know why you have to ride on speeders? Because they made the map so large.
There's
and full
nothing
of-
to do, yeah.
There's nothing to do except all the check mark list of things. And I bet you there's going to be a side quest where if you complete everything, you unlock a new coat for the robot, and that's it.
Probably,
You
yeah.
had to do the same 50 things over and over again. Man, Ubisoft games suck.
Yeah. And the weirdest part is everyone's like losing their shit over this.
Why?
Like everyone's like, "Oh, this is the Star Wars game we always wanted." It's like
Ew.
an open world Ubisoft games, the Star Wars game you always wanted. Really? You got some low expectations, friends. So I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. The Star Wars game we wanted all along came out. It was called Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker
Exactly,
Saga.
exactly.
I don't know why you wanted more, losers. Payday 3 is finally coming out, which I think that's kind of cool. Here's the weirder one. Persona 3 Reload, a remake of Persona 3, in which it got 2 expansions, but they're picking and choosing what they want to include from expansions.
Which is very strange.
Along with redubbing the whole game with different voice actors, even though I remember the cast list. Liam O'Brien was a character who's really known for playing a lot of characters like Gaara from Naruto and War from Darksiders, right? Darksiders. Yeah, he was War. He was the first one. Yeah. So he's not, he's not like, a hard get, but I mean, the only person you'd probably have to replace is Vic Mignogna because he's been blacklisted from everything. But like, I don't know why you couldn't just get everyone again or just reuse the voice lines. I mean, I know why, because they're not actually remaking the whole game. They're remaking bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Which I think is a little silly. Also, the gameplay already leaked, and it doesn't.
It just kind of looks exactly like Persona 5.
Persona 5 with no shadows, so all the colors were really flat.
Oh.
Yeah, if you
Gross.
actually watched it, no one had a shadow, so
I
everything was
didn't
like
even
brightly
notice.
lit.
Huh.
Which, I mean, the game's not finished. I'm not gonna make
Yeah.
fun of it, but yeah, everything's leaking about this. Avowed finally has a trailer and some gameplay.
Okay.
Sea of Thieves is having a Monkey Island crossover.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Not approved by the creator of Monkey Island, though.
Never mind.
No one told him about this. Microsoft Flight Simulator has a crossover with Dune,
With Dune?
where you can fly the little chopper.
Okay, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Hellblade.
And also, Howard, it's called an ornithopter.
Bless you.
Get your facts straight.
Listen. I don't know what an orthopedic is, but like, I don't read. I only watch the new movie. It's cool. I call it the mantis looking thing.
I'm trying to remember if they even say ornithopter in the movie. I don't think
Oh!
I don't think they do. I can't remember. They might say thopter, but I don't know if they say ornithopter.
If she reads, she's a thought. Sorry.
What else? What else do we get at Microsoft?
A 7th trailer of Hellblade 2.
Cool. When's this even coming out anytime soon?
I don't even know, Dave. They just keep showing off trailers, and I don't even know what's going on.
That got announced like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think even before then.
That was before COVID it got announced.
Dude, that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh my god.
They announced the sequel after it came out, and that was like 2018.
Oh my god.
Okay. Like a Dragon 8, which showed Ichiban stark buck naked in Hawaii.
Love that.
Banger. I love Ichiban so much. He's a goated character. And we're just going to roll with it, which I think is coming out next year, and the other Yakuza early next year. And Like a Dragon Gaiden is coming out in like November or something.
Okay. November of this year or next?
This year.
Okay.
Yeah. So two filler Yakuza games from 7 to 8.
Very nice.
Expansion to Fallout 76.
Oh boy.
Just like last year's Xbox event and the year before that. You know what else was there last year and the year before that?
Starfield?
An Elder Scrolls Online expansion.
Oh, that too.
And they showed off the new Forza Motorsport game, and as someone who has played both Horizon and Motorsport, I don't care. Unless it's Horizon, I really couldn't care at all. And I'm not buying it for $70.
As well, you shouldn't.
This is the big one, Dave.
Oh boy.
They then showed off Overwatch 2. Their paid expansion. So they're having a paid game mode. Even though they cut the story mode, the story mode that was supposed to be on launch, they decided, hey guys, let's repurpose Junkenstein and put it on 3 maps to sell to you for $15 in 3 bundles, one of which the most is $40. Did you want a new game mode for your game that's been out for almost a year?
Oh god, it has been almost a year, hasn't it?
Yup. They added 1 hero, a One Punch Man crossover, a couple maps, and that's it. I think the second hero they just added is finally out. Absolute. And they go, money please. $15 for what used to be a free yearly event, but it's now on 3 different maps.
What if we take Activision Blizzard and push it somewhere else?
That's genius.
I do my best.
And the $40 version gives you in-game currency and a legendary Torbjorn skin, and if you didn't buy Torbjorn, you can get him. So not only is the game free to play, you have to buy pretty much almost all the characters. You have to buy the battle pass. You can buy the battle pass. In the Battle Pass, you can also pay to advance the tiers in the Battle Pass. You now have to pay $15 for any extra modes. So then I dare ask the question, if you can just stay with me here, Dave, what is the point of Overwatch 2 if everything about it just sucks and you got to pay for it?
I think this is like the best example of that line from The Dark Knight, where you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I think this is the best example of that line being true.
Yeah, it's just really pathetic. They really had to milk. They really are milking this out with so much nothing.
They didn't even need to.
They could have just had Overwatch. This is the thing. This is the Breaking Bad thing of Mike talking to Walt. It's like, we had a good thing going, Walt, and you decided to ruin it. You and your greed.
How many media in-jokes are we planning on having on specifically about Overwatch today?
Today, what do you mean? Don't you mean of all time? We can keep going. As long as Overwatch 2 is out, there's constantly gonna be L's upon L's upon L's.
100%. I mean, you guys know how many times we bullied Overwatch on this show? I've lost track.
3 to 5 times, maybe more.
It's definitely been more than that. It's definitely been more than that.
Oh, you know what? I'm not counting the lawsuits. You're right. It's way more than that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you needed. Yeah, we covered that. How you needed a cell phone to even play Overwatch 2.
I forgot about that.
Or how if you have the disc version of Overwatch 1, that was the only way to get all the old characters back. Otherwise, you had to pay for them. Yeah, it's just. It's not. I don't get why anyone would care at this point about that game. I feel so bad for anyone whose favorite game was Overwatch. First of all, because your favorite game was Overwatch, but second of all, how bad it's treating its player base. But speaking of milking franchises, the 7th Persona 5 spin-off game got announced.
Oh, I missed this actually.
Persona 5 Tactics.
I did not see this at all.
And if it's just like the other Persona 5 games, no one's gonna care.
No.
Yeah, because I have people banging on my door. It's like, dude, Persona 5 Rhythm Under Night's one of the best
Strikers,
games.
I feel people really liked, or whatever the heck that was called.
I think so. Yeah, I think was that the Dynasty Warriors?
I don't know.
I don't even know what any of these are.
I don't know. I know nothing about Persona.
There was the Persona 5 dungeon crawler on the 3DS. That was one of the last ones. There was the dancing game, Strikers, Tactics, a mobile game. It's like fun. And you know what's even worse? There's still no Persona 5 fighting game like the last one had. Where is it?
That'll be at next year's Summer Game Fest.
The year is 2030. They finally announced Persona 6. It is somehow less things to do in Persona 5. But the UI is just visually better, so people go, oh, dude, the art's so good. Oh, game of the year, because the art looks pretty, and I spent $200 to wash my laundry, and to date someone. We then have Starfield, which I don't care.
Who cares?
I don't care.
I haven't even seen a single thing about Starfield except for the announcement trailer. I've not gone out of my way to see anything about it. I'm going to keep it that way.
It just looks like not gameplay like Skyrim, but it looks like it's as inspirationally vacant as Skyrim.
I like that, inspirationally vacant. That's a good one.
Well, am I wrong?
No, you're not. You're absolutely not.
Every single thing to do in Skyrim is either walk here, talk to 5 guys who have the same voice actors, like, hello there, Dragonborn, and then you go to it, and it goes, go grab me the thing, and then you go to a dungeon, fight Dragar for however long, that you can easily kill because you're stealth archer. If you go to the end, there's a Draugr that's 30 levels higher than it's supposed to because the game doesn't balance itself. Or the final boss just glitches himself to death. And then you get the item, walk back, and you do that for 500 hours.
Yeah.
And it looks like Starfield's going to be the same. Oh, but you can build your own spaceship. Who cares?
It doesn't matter if you can build your own spaceship if you're not going to be able to do a single dang thing with it.
Not to mention, because it's a Bethesda game, there's obviously going to be a build that's so objectively better than literally anything else that there's no point in playing. Like Skyrim. If you played anything other than Stealth Archer, you're insane. Stealth Archer was objectively broken.
I can't tell you how many times I tried to do a different build in Skyrim and just kind of slowly moved back to Stealth Archer.
Yeah, because they don't balance it correctly, which is going to happen in Starfield. There's probably going to be a build within 1 month that's objectively better than everything else. They're not going to patch it or anything. And it's just going to lead to you doing repetitive gameplay for 300 to 500 hours. Because it's not there to be fun, it's there to just waste your time thinking that you're accomplishing a checklist. Sorry if I'm getting very specific, but that's just...
Comments are going to love us on this video.
I mean, that's the same issue I have with Fallout 4, with Fallout 3. New Vegas I only liked because the plot was good. The gameplay's not really that good. You know? I don't know, man. There's this game called Jusant. It's a .NOT game, the people who make Life is Strange.
Okay.
I think it's about, like, you know, some native character like climbing. Now I'm hoping it's a platformer, but it really just looks like a rock climbing walking sim, which...
How does that work?
Okay, so you know how walking sims, you just walk in a straight line? This is just climbing in a straight line.
So you instead of holding up to walk, you hold up to climb, to go up.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm really which literally I want to just, like, to the person who made that game, if that's really what it is, because because they didn't really show a gameplay trailer. It's like, how do we change walking sims? What if instead of going forward,
We go up.
you went up? And I'm like, why don't you add gameplay? Add gameplay! But that's hard! Shut up!
Oh no.
See, even Mechagodzilla's
It's okay.
done with this.
It's okay.
That's if it's a what? I really hope it's a platformer, because having a narrative-driven parkour game is cool.
It is.
But if it's just a walking sim, but you just hold up the climb instead of holding up and walk forward, I'm gonna go mad.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that's not what it is.
Which is proof that .NOT does not make good games, and we need to stop. I'm sorry, the Life is Strange games aren't that good. Vampire was not good. Nothing.
That was them?
Yeah.
Like Vampire was a Y?
Yeah, that was them.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, they don't make good games. Please
Alright.
listen to me. They're like mediocre at best. All right. Cyberpunk 2077 is getting an expansion along.
Yeah, I saw that. Apparently, it has a new ending to the base game. Or
Yeah, and
something.
they're changing all the mechanics of the
Yeah.
game and such. They're just revamping the game, which is the second time they revamped the game. So
Cool.
we'll have to wait and see. City Skylines 2, that's getting that game's getting a sequel. It's like SimCity.
Yeah, no, I know City Skylines.
And did I forget to?
How many more of these are there?
One last one.
Okay. Whew.
Clockwork Revolution, which just looks like BioShock Infinite.
Cool.
Like, to the point where they had a shot. I mean, I don't know the backstory, but they had a shot so similar that one of the developers of Infinite goes, "Wow, I made a shot looking just like that for the promotional trailer. I'm in tears." And they're like, "I love that someone was able to replicate that shot." And I just went,
Yeesh.
"Okay,
Yikes.
I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad someone's happy here."
Glad someone's happy.
Do you also want to give this one an F or a D? Your call.
F.
Sick.
F.
These
No,
suck.
I'm not playing around today.
We're in big man mood. Yeah.
Usually I'm generous, but not today.
Yeah, he's the good cop, and he ain't feeling so good at the moment.
F.
Yeah, and to throw this also out, Ubisoft Forward also had a thing where all they did was just show off stuff that was already announced. I think other than, like, Rayman is coming into the final Rabbids Mario
that.
one,
Yep.
and they announced pricing for stuff, and they showed off gameplay of the new Avatar game. That's about it. You didn't need to watch it, F. And then Capcom just kind of, I mean, there was some cute stuff there, like they're porting the Apollo Justice trilogy thanks to Nintendo shutting down the 3DS store, so 2 out of the 3 of those games were unavailable to play.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other things. They didn't show off the Ada Wong campaign from Resident Evil 4 Remake. They didn't show that off. Which
Are they definitely doing it?
It's in the game files.
Oh,
it should be.
interesting.
You know, it's in the game files. It also was part of the base game originally, and they just didn't put it in because that's how great remakes are.
Yeah.
Dave. Have something in the original game and take it out.
And then charge money for it later.
Now you're getting it.
Why aren't we in charge of the big video game companies? We know how they work.
It's big money. And then they showed off like a Mega Man mobile game. They showed off the Street Fighter Battle Pass.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, you know, so you can get cool little avatar items. They also were talking about the season pass that we already knew about. So they're explaining how Rashid is the next character in Street Fighter 6. And nothing also was really special about it. Other than their port of that Ghost Detective game is on the RE engine, which I think it's really funny how the RE engine is just used for everything because it's just that good.
Yeah.
So, that was cool, but yeah, and there was really
What a bummer.
yeah,
What an absolute bummer.
which is a shame because this was the time. This was the time to show that we didn't need E3.
I know.
This was the perfect year. Instead, what we got was bland mediocrity.
Yeah.
Absolute mid. There was no surprise releases.
No.
No big things that we already didn't know that people wanted to see. So that no surprises. In fact, barely any plans for the future for things that we want to see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is bland, boring, not good, disappointing.
Maybe we need E3.
Don't say that, no!
Maybe we actually needed E3 all along.
No, that's bad.
The real E3 was the friends we made along the way.